Alright, good evening. I have returned from my business trip, which unfortunately took a while. Right, as we can see, survived 47 days. So, considering that I've only built the migration stations after leaving efficient construction, I take it. I'm guessing we were done at about day 44, maybe 45. Settings Cold Spell and Villager Cold Resistance. Both not that useful, but Cold Resistance is useful in winter. So, plan for today is, if I can, finish the lowest row of ancillaries of Corruption Resistance. Not die. Fire elementals cannot swim. I don't think any of these creatures can swim since they just walk on the floor of the water. Makeshift ballista tower. Yeah, okay. We have... Oh, right, I forgot. We have caused a fire elemental war up here. Completely forgot about that. While we are waiting for... Right, not there. While we are waiting for the ballista to finish... Right here and there. Right, yeah, I've been on a business trip. And every new business trip I make reminds me why I do not like hotels. Do not attack my walls or my ballista. Right, thank you. Yeah, the fire elementals are a bit of an issue. Not gonna lie. Because they can just bombard me over the wall, over these walls specifically. And get rid of that. Build this. Build the next layer of Cryolithium curtain wall up here. Or the next few columns. While we also wait for this to pull back in, if I recall correctly. Yep. Just barely not enough range. One tile too far up. Hate it. Hate it. Regardless, we are continuing to build here. Where are you going? I do not understand why they all are trying to leave. I know that they are confused by something and want to go like here to look at it. But I really wish I could just say, hey, do not walk past this wall. Because at some points it's getting ridiculous. No. Where is regeneration? There it is. Have a regeneration. And another one. How far are you? You only need to be hit by a builder. Going home to reinforce housing, that's fine. Is there another fire elemental hitting me? Oh no, they're fighting up here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Grace Tianaya has prepared. Arena Olbitz has prepared. Hey, nobody is hitting this. Oh, that reminds me. Curtain wall. First placed. And normal wall. Also first placed. Makeshift ballista tower and ballista tower. That's fine. Right, since I have 2 rows now, I'm pretty sure it's gonna take longer for every singular row for both rows individually to expand far enough. That should allow me a little bit more time to deal with it. Also, anybody else trying to move outside? Not right now, it seems. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's fine then. Do I have enough energy? I can upgrade these essence collectors still. which I probably also should do, is nobody... Oh, we're lacking a brick. No, we have a brick. Alright, now we're coming in, okay. Not quite sure why we have an extra brick, but I guess I'll take it for the next upgrade. Next step is also going to be upgrading the wall at the top. At least the thickness of these walls. By 1, I guess, for every area. And starting off this wall, which also requires me to start off the towers there, because I cannot go high enough. But that will have time until we are done with these ballista and these curtain walls specifically. Because these curtain walls are probably a bit more important. And then we're gonna wait for the corruption to recede, which is gonna take a while. Speaking of corruption resistance, down here is fine. Like, this is probably the furthest we get, and that should still include this corruption on the next ancillary over. And looking at this, I guess that I need 2, maybe 3 more ancillaries, which I can afford. So that's fine. And then the plan remains the same. The second this is all cut off and cleansed down here, I'll just close this off and be done with it. Because then I won't need this row anymore. Sure, we'll lose some resources that are in here, but that's fine, I guess. Honestly, do not care. Rather have the ancillary slots. Okay, he woke up, did not attack us, so that's fine. Make you wider. Still missing one there. Be my friend. That way you won't get bullied by the ballista. Unfortunately, the drones, I'm pretty sure, still just go to build. So unless he runs into an enemy and aggroes, he won't really do anything. I mean, he walks past the building, so he will aggro. They're building a new graveyard. Yep. And the drone is getting absolutely destroyed, as always. Oh, 2 clockers have been born. That reminds me, yep. Food isn't looking great. Then again, that's kind of always the case in summer. And again, I still have my magical potato field. So I should probably not worry all too much about that. Rincewind Benoit has become an elder. And we only have 9 people in the Ranger Lodge? No, we have 12. No, only 9. Why is it saying 12 then in the occupancy? No, oh, because it's 9 plus 2, 9 plus 4. Bunch of people joining the village. Bunch of them joining the Rangers, so that's fine. And right, I wanted to get rid of some more of these to check if the reinforced static tower does pull its weight. I mean, I think it does, just against slimes and specters. It should be extremely good. I always was a bit worried with the range, but we have enough upgrades to the range that it is fine. I think with the reinforced upgrade, it gets +2 on the reinforced upgrade only, I believe. So definitely not the most we could have. Yeah, only on the reinforced upgrade, so could be more, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Any more than I already did, at least. Then, right, this curtain wall, and then the ballista. The curtain wall is probably more important. As soon as that's done, the ballista, then I'm gonna go and upgrade the walls. If it's still day. If it is night... Wait, where are you going? Okay. If it's night, I'm gonna upgrade the essence collectors instead. and then do the walls tomorrow. Honestly, ballista here would also not have been bad. Should have thought about that. Currently graveyard has been destroyed. Wasn't you? Was it you? No. So it's probably one of these up here. Well, I don't really care. Wall is nearly done. These have most of the resources they need. Well, they have the bricks. The drones are also at a level that the ballistas did not one-shot them anymore, even with the fire dot afterwards. So they too will now eat a bunch of hits before they die. Actually, maybe that they do die to the fire afterwards. Nope, they don't. They do not. Departed to Wilderrock, departed to Wilderrock. How much rangers do I have? How many rangers do I have? 14. You know what, I guess that's fine. There's a bit of trash outside, doesn't really matter. I couldn't mend that, but I think it's cheaper to just replace them. Okay, wall is done. Start the next one. Clear topography. Yeah, I don't think you're building anything down there. It's probably not gonna happen anymore. There is the corrupted fire pits and corrupted lightning towers down there. However, they are out of range, so we don't need to wait for them to die. That's for the next area then, for the next ancillary. And that should be fine, I think. There shouldn't be too much of an issue with the next one. Seasoned with dirt of natural causes, okay. Rations went up slightly. Alright, Ballista Tower has been completed, upgraded again. They will probably have to wait for the walls to finish. 1 lithium. Is it on the way? Don't think so. Manana Grassley has died and yet but have been born to Cluckus. That should help with the food situation, at least a little bit. 3 of 11. Yeah, I should probably try and avoid casting spells down here. Hey, this area is still not gone. Continue shooting at the graveyard, please. Has the brick arrived? No, it has not. There it is. Nope. That's going somewhere else. So I guess somebody decided to deliver it, and then on the middle of the way, he just went, probably not. I can do that later, at some point, in the future. And the walls are still highest priority, aren't they? 35, yeah. Compared to 232 and the bottom priority, 233. I do like that he just continues bombarding this area. I do not like that they decide to try and go... Actually, they don't decide to try and go through this wall, they go through the entrance. So we are fine, the third wall has helped. And I hope it will do so in the future. Good job. Good job to that ballista. One of the few that I could actually observe doing its intended on purpose. Instead of just bullying drones all day. I mean, that has probably changed now. That there are drones in reach. Bricks, even more bricks. Though, yeah, those all go down. Those all died to the bricks all died to the towers. And I think next area I'm gonna mine is down here. Jenny Dars. I think it was clear in topography. Stopped. Right. Otherwise, yeah, been on business trip from Wednesday to Saturday. Didn't really have the nerve to stream after that on Sunday, since I had to return basically. On the plus side, I've bought 150 euros worth of chocolate. It sounds so bad. It is kind of nice to have a basically like chocolate outlet between the business trip, between the business destination and me, my home. Every time we go somewhere, every time we have a discount. Well, it's basically on the way just from us to basically everywhere. So every time we go somewhere, so every quarter, we just visit the chocolate factory. I don't think it's actually outlet. It's what, factory sale? I think factory sale is more appropriate. Is the more correct translation. That's really nice. It's also really good chocolate. Ah, he dodged by digging into the ground. Amazing reflex. Okay, yeah, not gonna get done before the night, I'm pretty sure, since we still have another ballista upgrade in front of us. So during the night, upgrading these. And then during the day, getting the last row in here. And doing the next ones there, and I think probably up to here. Because it's like, I think I can basically just do it in a diminishing pattern, so like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Until we reach 7, because at that point we just have to add additional rows. We can recall some of the stuff here, to make sure it doesn't turn into trash. And then I'm honestly still thinking about replacing at least like this and this with the static towers. Bit unfortunate that it is only one available element for the static tower, but that also kind of makes it a bit more unique compared to the usual just like choose an element. Still wish there was a bit more difference. Like, I do like, that's probably the one thing I like about the Sling Tower, the fact that a Sling Tower has a change that doesn't just change its element with the exploding ball, which, to be fair, does change its element to fire, but also makes it so it doesn't roll over enemies anymore, but explodes instead. At the SAOE, I guess. Which still kind of makes me worried that it will hit my walls. I don't think it does, but still worried about it. And I kind of wish that more towers had different changes. Not even necessarily limited to different elements. But then again, that would probably put it too much into the direction of being a tower defense. Which I don't think it actually is. It has elements, but not really that much of a tower defense. Especially since you can play it on peaceful. Did our rangers not go hunt today? Or are we just full? We are full. For a 6, we do still have 2 additional animals in here. We could go ahead and slaughter those. We just did slaughter an animal. Down here. Make food out of it. As it should be. Cindy the Clucker has been born. Alright. Bit more wall, and then these still have to be upgraded to fire ballista towers. How much have you shot in the last time? You apparently a little bit. I think this one is the only one who doesn't shoot right now, since he's at 9 out of 9, while this one probably sometimes is a target if the drones come down here to clear topography or something. Can I actually just production rate? Bolts. We can actually just check how many bolts we lose. So we are on plus currently. I think this was directly after I've built the new 2 ballistas up here, so they would, of course, since they have a lot of targets, just immediately shoot at everything and massively decrease my amount of available bolts. But we should probably stabilize again soon. And then we just need to push up to here. This is gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while still. I'm pretty sure that we are not done in the same amount of time we were done in the Survival Island. Death of natural causes, that is honestly fine. We need Cralithium, which we do have enough of. Ashley Seaworth. But Zed has joined your village. I kind of can't take names that have a Z in them. I can't take those names serious. They all sound kind of try hard. Well, except Zed, that just sounds edgy and lazy. It's like calling somebody M, which I believe is a name you can give to your children. Probably not where I live, but well. That's not really a surprise now, is it? Right. Efficient construction does reduce how many resources I use up. Problem is construction. Do we have that anywhere here? Process trash building plus 65%. No, that's not, I think, what is meant with that. No. I don't think we have that here. Building is the speed with which you build, and construction, I believe, is the amount of resources we need. So we now need less materials than we did previously. Problem is we probably won't really notice because we went from like 3% to 6%, and that doesn't actually make all that much of a difference if the building cost is like 2. So yeah, I'm not that impressed right now. Food went down 232. We are at 333 rations, so at least we got like 80 of those again. We still have 81. Okay, so these two basically changed at the same time. That's fine. I'm just gonna look at this to see if somebody snatches the meat. Actually, can I just resource list, total ground stored, equip, carry, equip. That is, I believe, how much food is equipped. 13 people have raw meat equipped, the idiots, and 245 have rations equipped. Smart people. Because I'm pretty sure that the rations do last them for more than a day. Corruption is gone. We can fulfill our wall. And now we need to check how the entrance up top holds. You also upgrade to Fire Ballista Tower. Currently, due to the how the elements work, there is basically like one element that's fine, which is electric, and then there is basically one which is absolutely required, which is cold, so you can deal with the fire elementals. It's not absolutely required, but it definitely does help a lot. And then fire is kind of required to deal with the zombies. But like poison, the poison bow tower and poison ballista is kind of useless, because the only things you can poison are drones and headless. But I think you cannot poison slimes. You definitely cannot poison zombies or skeletons, and I think you can't poison fire elementals. So yeah, headless and drones, and both of those are no danger at all. But there are, I believe, the zombies and the slimes are strong against poison. Yeah, 80% resistance to poison and blight. So you have towers whose main purpose is to poison enemies. But then again, most enemies are immune to poison, so that doesn't work. And the second purpose is to deal a dot, which is basically just what I said a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago, because you cannot apply the dot, and the fire also does a dot, only it actually works on most enemies. Now, if there were enemies that are weak to poison, that might change my opinion. But then again, it's the bow tower and the ballista tower, so one of them won't be used, and the other one is mainly there to deal with buildings. And you cannot poison buildings, unfortunately. Would be kind of fun. Blow out the wall and the building crashes down. Speaking of loadouts, I ordered a rulebook, Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game. Started reading it today. Well, I got it today and put it a cursory glance. I do like that you have like in the classes you have like, okay, you're a soldier, you're a slayer, you're a troll slayer, you need to see. I do like that in the slayer it literally says, hey, you play slayer slightly different because you want to die. That's something you don't really read in a role-playing rulebook. Generally, player characters do not necessarily want to die, At least the players probably don't want to. So having it just spelled out, yeah, you want to die, go and look for things that can kill you, is definitely kind of fun to see. But I do like that there are a lot of different classes like Slayer, Soldier, Magician, Ratcatcher, Apothecary, just like Clerk. Not really classes though, more like careers. Kind of funny. Gonna have to read into that. And I basically bought that after I saw a video about it, and I have to agree, the fact that they have brass, silver and gold levels, or like levels for their classes, and then mark those not with brass, silver or gold colors, but with signs, with different signs, bit weird. And then I read that the Slayer basically has brass 1, brass 2, brass 3 and brass 4. So apparently there is a reason why they do not mark it with color. He missed. How'd you miss a slime? What the fuck? He is not on fire. Apparently you cannot burn a slime. Right. Still a bit sad that that there isn't a damage dealt statistic. It killed something. A fire elemental. Not bad. But yeah, you can see whenever this thing shoots, everything takes damage. I think I'm gonna replace some more of the lightning elemental bolt towers with the static towers. It took me... we needed a few upgrades to get that range. That tower range. Hey, kill another one. Right, I think honestly AoE is something that I've been missing. The elemental bolt tower does deal slight AoE, but it's a very, very low radius. Like, they have to be basically directly above each other. While, yeah, this is just AoE incarnate. It is a zombie child. Where are you going? I also do like how the enemies aren't trying to avoid the range of this tower sometimes. Or maybe that's just weird. Or maybe that's just weird pathfinding. I actually guess it's just weird pathfinding. It's fine then. How's the rocks looking? We still have a few actually mining guild. We had, yeah, 8. That's fine. 408 rations. So we went up quite substantially with those. Equipped the remaining... okay, 12 are equipped. We can change a few more. Carry. Oh, resource count storage. Based on sort for the total amount remaining unused storage space that can hold raw meat. Yeah, that's a rate. What rate? Is it daily? No. It's not daily. I completely forgot I can't show that. Honestly, I don't think we need faith. That just makes me sad that we don't have food. Does it actually make the other bars bigger? No. 400, we can store 487,000 food. I can see, nope, don't set them on fire. Wait, where exactly do you want to breach? Over here. I have not noticed you. So I'm just gonna have to build a wall in front of all of that, and then make some new friends. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of this wall and replace the outer wall as well. And then we need more fire elemental friends. Oh yeah, they're all coming down here. Okay, just close this off. Completely as possible. Then make more friends. Keep an eye on the top, but I don't see any of them currently breaching the entrance. So I think we're fine there. Right, otherwise, also ordered some board games. I did get to play a little bit at the, well, business meeting basically. Well, it was a Works Council assembly. I got to play a little bit, not as much as I would have. But next time we'll have more people there, I guess. So, more people to play with. Ordered some games, ordered Seven Wonders. I liked it a lot last time I played it. Especially, I do like it if you can play with up to 7 people. If you can play anything with up to 7 people. You are trying to breach via the water. Okay, that's fine. Don't really care for you to do that, but also you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna get there. Another fire elemental. Yep, he got blasted. So they're just chilling for now. Died of natural causes. They're not just chilling until a day arrives, at which point they will all go back to their holdings and start slapping people. Well, basically, actually, mostly just their allies. Alright, get rid of this, get rid of that. And we'll just have to rebuild that. I'm gonna have to keep the singular wall on the outside. Not at this area. At this area I can remove the outer walls. Okay, the fire elementals march to war. And then up here we are still looking mostly fine, I think. 184 kills. Yeah, considering that there are just... Okay, the elemental ball towers shoot faster. But aesthetic tower, they shoot like 3 times as fast, I believe. I'll have to look at the exact numbers whenever I build the next one, but elemental bolt shoots 45 every 45 ticks. You shoot every 135 ticks, so 2.5 times slower. You need 2.5 times as much time to reload, while you hit everything. And I think at this stage, hitting everything is a little bit more worth a little bit more than shooting, well, what, 33% faster? Not quite 33%, I think. Okay, Cryptium curtain wall has been dismantled down here. Replace the outer one. And then again, I know now for, well, for the next area, basically I would know, but I have decided that I'm just not gonna do 3 walls there because it's already closer to the gate, and they have taken quite a while until they started attacking through the 2 wall here. So I don't really have any worries that they'll attack through the 2 wall there. Alright, the fire elementals have arrived and started bullying the enemy buildings. That's fine. Yeah, I think more of these actually. Meaning I'll dismantle at least these 2. Then the next one, if I go... I think actually you will hit the top row still. And then the next one I don't know. I'll probably do them one by one. Electrical storm. Not good. Not good at all. Corrupted graveyards have been destroyed. That was my fire elemental friends. This ballista tower is done, or nearly done. But yeah, corruption resistance is still gonna take a while, a long while. Low energy fire ballista tower is done, even though I actually started this one first. Night is over soon. I'm gonna start upgrading these two. We do not have enough rocks and we do not have enough bricks. We need more miners. Right, I'm sending a few more people, but I think I may want to stop sending and actually stock up a few more builders, a few more jobs. Like I need more miners. Wood and chrysothium seems fine. So toss some organizers. Stonecutter should remain the same. Smelters is fine. Crashers is fine. Lumberjacks is fine. Maintainers should be the same. I only have 57 farmers. I do want to keep about half of those. Yeah, I just need more people. That's all. Alright, ballista is done, and the wall has all materials. I think. And, yep, all materials, just needs to be hit. And I think I'm just gonna immediately do it myself. Instead of waiting for the builders. Then I can get rid of this. Bit hard to see through all these lines. But I do appreciate that it basically like gives you a pointer as to where you still have buildings that you can get rid of. Okay, that looks fine. Low energy in some of my essence collectors. We still are over 47,000, so I think it's fine. We went down 10,000. Could be worse, could be better. You just leveled up, didn't you? You are now level 5. Yeah, it's mostly just the number of enemies. Since they basically do the same damage, like they do 5 to 10 damage more. They have a lower damage base, higher damage base. But the ceiling is the same, so I think I'd actually rather have the AoE. Right, and now we wait until the corruption resistance does its job. Which is probably gonna take a while. Corruption resistance here. Then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need 2 more ancillaries. Band of Nomads has arrived. You can take over some jobs. The essence collectors have been finished basically instantaneously. Wait for... oh, that reminds me. It is dawn. Do we have some ghosts? Yes. Revive. Do we have another ghost? I see 2 more UD vessels. So 2 more ghosts should be around. Somebody died here apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe 2 of them are children. So 7 workers? That eventual causes. Okay. Alright, that should be everything dealt with for this night. Fox Hunter, Rose Momanza, Jennifer Lawrence, Angelica Cueto, Jeffrey Combs? Jeffrey Combs who? Valentin Trasson, Diana Maldor, Peter Murray, Calvin Coolidge, and Mark Shuttleworth. So it's 9 if I counted correctly here. Didn't think of just looking at the number of people living here. Okay, food and water went down. Food 162, though rations themselves I think went up 120. I'll gladly take that exchange. Right, so we will dismantle this. We will build the next row of wall. The last one at the very front. Yeah, single enemies still show up, but not too much. Crithium curtain wall has been done. Get a second row in. As soon as that is done, I can. Actually, why is there stuff outside? Probably the wall. Probably from the wall, yeah. Have you been dismantled? Not quite yet. Bucky's sum has grown up. We are still lacking some workers. Hope the others also grow up soon. But yeah, ordered some board games, 7 Wonders, with the Leaders expansion. There are some other expansions that I'm interested in, but I'm probably gonna see first how the others in the company, or who are at the meetings, find the game, because if I wanted to play just at home, there is the board game club I'm part of, so... I think one of them already has the game with all of its expansions. I was thinking about buying the Carcassonne Big Box, which, fun fact, the big box with all expansions costs the exact same as the original game from 23 years ago or something like that. Which I, fun fact, still have. Got it when I was 10 or something. Really good game in my opinion. Haven't played it for ages, but we got to play it on Friday. Was amazing. Still great. Game is still great. Which is good, because comparatively there are some other old games that I've tried and those aren't that great. Like Scotland Yard is okay, but compared to basically the Strides the Hidden Movement game scene has made, not my favorite. To be fair, I haven't played most of them, only some. But yeah, that one's not really my favorite. Corruption's taking ages. Okay. Maybe 2 rows is the wrong idea. Or maybe I just need to wait until the corruption is done at one area. Because this way it just takes longer for both sides, and then it goes quickly for both sides, which means I have to upgrade both sides ASAP. Which I would prefer if I didn't have to, right? Get me the stuff that's in there. Is there a health bar? Probably just ahead of something. Right. I would like to upgrade this to maximum today. Best case scenario before the next night run comes in. It will probably hit up to here, right at this moment. Actually, up to here, I think. It will definitely not hit these corners. Like, no chance at that. And I do want to keep the corners because I don't know how exactly the range of the fire elementals works. Right, get rid of this. Keep the 2 wall in front. Also 2 wall here. Actually, I can just add a row. I can just add a row behind. There's not really anything here that I need to take care of. Oh, that's just trash, right? There's a lot of trash outside. You would have thought that the underdog also litterous. Is litterous the right word? The littering is what I mean. It's also kind of weird in Warhammer Fantasy because again there are some classes, and the Red Catcher at the higher levels gets fearless against Skaven. And from what I understand of the setting, which to be fair isn't the most, I've only started reading it recently, the Skaven seem to be basically everywhere. So being fearless against them is probably not a bad trait. Not a bad trait to have. Okay, all the materials have been provided. Let's slap the thing together. I'll probably keep the lower towers to be, keep them as elemental bolt towers, just due to the range. And yeah, you do not have the range. 15 energy, storage, damage remains the same. Increase the firing rate of the tower. Oh wait, it does? Does it? Well, I hope it tells the truth. You know what? Let me check something. Is there a Rise to Ruins wiki? There is. Okay. Sure. Towers. Let's see. Static Tower versus Elemental Bolt Tower. So, shot cost tier... Right. 10 to 5 mid, 10 to 50 magic damage, that's the same. The reload rate actually goes down. 150 to 90. Elemental Bolt Tower also goes down from 60 to 50. Okay, so... the Static Tower actually goes down a lot better when it comes to the firing rate. It goes from 2.5 times to 1.8 times? I think it's 1.8 times that the shock cost doesn't decrease. So that is quite neat. That is quite good. Corruption resistance 2. Wait. All items. That's under the attract tower. Can I search here? Getting started. Objects. Buildings. Civics. Ancillary. has a corruption resistance? Doesn't say. Does not say. Died of dehydration. That's not great. I have not paid attention to that. On the other hand, we do have apparently enough water, and he just didn't drink it? How many bottles of water do we have lying around? Total bottles of water. We have 1,700 bottles of water. At that point, I honestly cannot be bothered to care if you die of dehydration at that point. It's like the people moving outside into the enemy's camp and then dying after they bullied a building and got the entire inhabitants, same word, same thing, to come out and attack you. Yeah, you kinda challenged at death. You kinda wanted to die there. What is this? No. Burn it to the ground. This thing as well. They're getting rid of the river. How dare they? Okay, yeah, the walls. I think the smartest thing actually would be to cast the spells on the villagers, because that's definitely inside, so if they want to get a closer look, they shouldn't walk outside, I think. Not exactly sure how that one works. Corrupt the poison, found the dark tower, and corrupt the graveyard hospital. Right, that was me. That was me with a fire spell, I thought. Okay, I'm gonna build another ancillary one further down, just to be safe. And hopefully hit this one, and also make sure that we hit this area. Probably two further down if I look at that. Rather be on the safe side. Still needs a few hammers. Shade the dugout out of natural causes. Unfortunate. In other news, it's getting hotter again, which I don't like. Well, it got hotter again. It is currently hot, but it's supposed to be less hot, to be a bit cooler in the next few days, which I definitely look forward to. It did rain shortly today. Did rain for a short amount of time, so can't really complain about that too much. And also, yeah, the range increase is at level 3 of the static tower. Now the thing about it, this is probably one tower you want to upgrade the fastest, because the damage doesn't really matter. It stays the same, but shooting faster definitely helps. Then, yeah, this is still gonna take a while. Eight of 14. Now only 13 remain. We are up in bricks again. No. Resource count. Go back to rate. Total rate +1, water's going down. Again, we still have 1700 bottles, so I am unconcerned. Because if at this point you don't take a bottle you do not want to drink. 5 villages overheating, dangerous outside, 2 buildings are damaged, too many buildings under construction, that's the wall. 14 villages recently died, 1 village is outside the village, why? Oh, is it a hunter? There's a wild beefalo. It is the hunters. 6 overeating, 2 outside, 6 unconfused, 40 are hot, 14 recently died. Yeah. Yeah, but again, the water was available. He just needed to take it. If you don't, that can't really help him with that. Can't babysit all of them. Okay, 2 more rocks, 1 more rock, and there's the 5 crystals. After that we just need to hit it. I have no idea why no builder is building these walls up there. But it's fine. As long as you build this tower. And then I'm just gonna construct here. Build the walls. Walls down here are done. That's great. And Credithium wall is also done. Upgrade you to the max level one. Summer is until day 42, I believe. 43 onwards should be autumn. And during autumn we should have an easier time of growing food and other resources, and hopefully stocking up enough for winter. Though again, I have infinite potatoes, it's fine. We also have 418 rations, so those went up again. Again, not quite sure what this rate is based on. Like, is it a minute? Would be great to know, gonna be honest. I think it probably updates a lot more often than the time frame it as actually part of. Cookie Asian. Cookie Asian? Asian? I don't know. He has a cookie. Or he is a cookie. Don't know which would be worse. Having to share or be eaten. Well, probably being eaten. Though sharing a cookie is pretty bad. If it's a good cookie. There are some very bad cookies that I would love to share. Just so I have to eat less of them. Three, and 7 bricks. That is a brick, so 6, which are getting carried in right now. 2 more wood and 3 more boards. Not quite sure why we're not using the boards up here, but I guess it's fine. Aurora Benoit has grown up. We are still lacking some workers. 714. How many? Okay, we have 59 farmers. Peter Baelish has grown up. Weird name that. Okay, yeah. You hit very slightly at the top there. Right, Conquest spells into the void. Okay, last board has been delivered. Let's finish that tower. Yeah, the fact that it just hits 4 lanes makes it already good enough, because it hits the same amount of lanes that the other elemental bolt towers hit. Not as much of these lanes as the elemental bolt towers, but again, the AoE probably lifts it up enough that I don't really care about the limited range. Because if I only wanted range, I would build ballistas, and those aren't actually that good at defending, I feel. Get me those shields and axes and meat. Not sure I'd somewhat eat that meat, considering that it's been lying on the ground there for probably quite a while. Okay. We are start cutting the holy wood. You in burn range. Are you? You are. Perfect. You are in burn range. They have tried building another graveyard up here, yes. You are in burn range. The one below, unfortunately, is not. Though we could just toss like 3 meteors on it. Again, the meteor, not that great. Not that great at all. Said Lona's child tattoo in chat both. Unfortunate. He touched it. Vivid colon, human child has been born. Also, the graveyard has been destroyed, which is probably a better message. Upgrade these 2, and then I think I can upgrade the remaining 3 just at once. I think we actually can like get a bit of wall in there still. And we'll see how you perform. Reinforced static tower number 2. Why do you have more health than this one? Excuse me, what? I assume, which is by the way an issue with the construction, with the lower construction cost. If I recall correctly, the health you get is dependent on the amount of materials you use. So the cheaper construction does actually reduce the health your towers have, and I believe your walls, if it is noticeable difference in material. So that ain't great. That ain't great at all. Rosamond summed that of natural causes. Unfortunate. It is evening. No. Ghosts start showing up at dusk. Build that wall. I should probably still cook something today. I wonder if they got my message. Ooh, that looks... Oh, that's a... Ooh. Good roast pig there. There are some things that politics should not be involved with. Essence collector has been completed. Wonderful. Let's upgrade all three of them. Stella Redfield has grown up. Very nice. Welcome to the workforce. I still kind of wonder what kind of... So, because I just thought about politics, I still wonder what kind of governmental system this game has. It's a bit of a mix. Because you can't really call it fascist if the guy controlling it is a literal god to these people. Like, including resurrection. Would it be a theocracy? But we don't really have a church, I don't think. And again, a theocracy I think is more like having the guy in charge of the church be in charge and not the actual literal god of the people. Bit of a question I kind of want to look into at some point if ever I find the time. It's flowers, okay. It's flowers on corruption. I thought that's a drone corpse. Ariana Dumbledore died of natural causes. She lived a good life. It is dusk. Do we have ghosts? Not quite yet. I'm gonna try and keep an eye on that. And see if I can get some ghosts back. Also gonna need to keep an eye on the level of the creatures coming in. Right, it does cover a good amount of ground. These things. These reinforced static towers do cover a good amount of ground, which will make them really good against specters and slimes, which I think I've already mentioned at some point. Probably not that great against zombies and skeletons, since they can just walk out relatively quickly. Huh. What level are the enemies at? 48, 47. 43. We are not at 60 yet. So we should probably still be fine. This is getting clearer by the day. Bit of trash. Not great. Bit of trashy trash. 42, 42, 41, 41. 23, 41, 40, 40, 43. Mostly fine. What we are going to do now is start building the next area, which would start here. Let's start with just cutting it out upwards, so we then can start building the walls. It should be the top priority. Yeah, if ever there's the next time, I will definitely start with the static towers in the front row. Well, I'm still gonna start with elemental bolt towers, but I will remove them instead of upgrading them, and then get static towers. Okay. Right. I really still don't. Don't really see them getting through that. And also start with this wall then. Christine Harmon has grown up and the beefalo Heather has been born. More meat. Lovely. Level 44. Haven't seen a boosted enemy in a while. Mostly just general increases. Are you boosted? You have quite a lot of health still. Nope, you aren't. Still hoping I get another range increase for the static towers. If there is one. You could probably do this thing. You could probably do the maps a lot faster if you knew how to. But I think I'd rather be safe. So much trash out there. Right, so I want you to be 2 towns lower. So 1, 2 would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. We'll have to wait a little bit. We'll have to wait a little bit on that. The sense collectors are done. I will build some more of those. 1, 2, 3 for a later date. Then defense towers, elemental bolt. Still can't. Need to wait for the more top ones to be built. Perfect. And then that one's the topmost. Nothing's attacking the walls down here, that's great. The ballistas apparently, nope, you do still have targets. Quite a lot of them actually. Just building wise, still quite a lot. Already 18 kills. Alexa Burke died of natural causes. Buzzmouth Crosby has grown up. Getting sleepy again off this music. Drink is empty as well. Yeah, they do seem to be doing work if you look at the damage the enemies they have already taken. Though that actually, now I think about it, was probably the metal bolt that was shooting already down here. We will see how good they are at the night with level 60. At the night with level 60 enemies. Elemental Altar. Can't quite yet build it. Well, actually, build the next few intervals. As soon as that is done, build this, and then get the wall up. I just realized that the static towers are an eye. It's looking at me. Just getting rid of all the slimes so they don't gunk up the lane. Probably actually already worth it for the static towers. Still waiting here. Still waiting here. This is... I wanted to build like at least an additional ancillary, but that's not gonna happen if I look at this. That is not going to happen. Next row also is ice again. Alright, we built here. Yeah, next is gonna be there, and then the next one's gonna be there, so we have to go back down a little bit again after this one. Bit annoying, but can't be helped. I am incredibly tired. I don't even know why. I haven't slept that bad. It's also lagging quite a bit. Range. Still need to make sure that the range doesn't extend to the outside due to the animals. At least I think they don't spawn on side. Right, gonna have to wait for the next... actually, full... No, wait, that's the production rate for ration specifically. Skeletons are getting quite far again. Dakota Pisano, Andrea Marigold, Jane Bennett, Chris Stark, Tris Marigold, Victor Reddy, Philip Dars with Erkopf Dars, Sarah Fueganassus, Helga Hufflepuff. What a bunch of names. Yeah. 288, 59 kills already in its first night. That isn't bad. That is not bad. I mean, it doesn't hold a candle to 1100, but still, not too bad. There's nothing gonna happen today. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit tired, I'm a bit sleepy, no idea why. So I'll probably stop after this night. Which leaves this one again a bit short, but well, it can't be helped. Speaking of hope, can we hire some undead to do so? Don't see any tormented souls. So no, unfortunately, we cannot conscript any more undead. Skeleton level 43, level 42. Getting a bit too far for my tastes. Yeah, speed it up. They're not gonna breach through this today. Makeshift essence collector has been completed. Sure thing. The walls are not yet done. How did the essence collector get money, get resources? Whatever. Makeshift elemental tower has been completed. It is a bit further up. Yes. Build here. Whoop. Build here. That should be the entire row of essence of elemental towers. Makeshift essence collector has been completed. Yeah, so after this I'm gonna stop. Build or plans for next time is wait for the corruption to finally recede. Holy shit. And then yeah, expand bit down on the second row, two spaces down. Bottom row can continue like that, I'm pretty sure. And then if needed, we can just build a lantern. Okay, 3 times speed does not help. 73 kills. Well, not bad. Again, can't really hold a candle to like 900 and more. Well, it's fine. Resource list still on the rate. Water's going up, yeah. Rations are going down. It is amazing that over like 90 minutes I only managed to do 2 days. Because due to lag, it takes ages for anything to happen. Okay. Nothing to slaughter at the moment. Actually, no, I've got everything. Need to make sure that there are no crystals on my wall. Which currently there aren't, so that's fine. And then check the graveyard again. Ooh, one dead. We are down to 50,000 energy. Should actually be easily holdable. Okay, has any enemy... Okay, enemies have made it to half past a second loop. Thankfully, there should never be anything but skeletons there. At some point, maybe fire elementals, but I hope I can prevent that. New day, autumn will arrive tomorrow. Right, as mentioned, I'm too sleepy. I'm a bit too tired, so gonna have to cut here. Again, I think it's probably the music just making me sleepy. Hate that. Well, I get one chest. More than enough building points to open said chest. Doing that next time. For now, I hope you have a nice week. I can now actually stream on Tuesdays. Just baseline for like 18 months. So I will be back tomorrow instead of on Wednesday only. It is not the 10th of September yet, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And until then, I hope you have a nice night, and I hope you have a nice week, and